Nestled in the Rocky Mountains, Folsom Field in Boulder. Basically a month into the season, here in week 4, and teams are starting to reach a critical portion of the schedule. It's the North Carolina Tar Heels and the Colorado Buffaloes. We stand today with our Jessica with how it goes down the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Nestled into the gorgeous mountains in Boulder, Colorado, Folsom Field is a spectacular viewing venue for college football. The new coach has it rocking and rolling. Folsom Field continues to build on their tradition of the Buffaloes football team. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Buffaloes ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. From the gun. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and this crowd getting even more juiced.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Looking downfield, it's Edwards. He'll take the deep shot. He's got it down the field. There he goes. Inside the... And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. You take advantage of tendencies when you set that opening script, and man, their film study showed up there.
I think the offensive coordinator, it's almost as if he knew what the defense was going to be playing. He knew the personnel. He knew the different looks and coverages and fronts that they were going to see. And that offense, they just chopped up yardage, moving down the field to score in that opening series.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Looking for space, it's Young. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. And the Buffaloes headed quickly to the line.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Lewis. Right side, it's Young. Makes the grab in their space. That's 20. Touchdown, Bucks. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Nowhere to 2nd and 10. Keep it on the ground. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical. Get off the ball, get downhill faster.
And the missed connection on 3rd down.
After giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
2nd and long here. Looking for a crease. It's Young. Knocked down immediately.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Changing the routes with his receivers. Third down from the gun, Lewis. He'll pull it down and run. Still on his feet at the 40. He slides past the 1st down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long.
Usually when a QB takes off these scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping it in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Fires to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
3rd and long right here. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Caught. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding it.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Long way to go on 2nd down. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Throwing, Lewis. He slings it deep to the left. Caught by Williams on the left. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. And the Buffaloes will line it up on 1st and 10. to cap this drive with the pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught. Gets it all the way down to the floor after making the grab, and they're set up.
Games have ebbs and flows to them, and good things happen and bad things happen, but everything is going this offense's way on this drive. This thing has been textbook. Really nice cadence by the play caller. He's mixing in different looks, keeping this defense on their heels. They have just matriculated the football down the field in control. Now they're in the red zone. This offensive drive has been really impressive.
The Buffaloes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Here's Lewis to throw. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
After a drive this long, a field goal would be demoralizing at this point. It's 3rd and goal. On the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Touchdown, Colorado! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Edwards. Rolls right. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
2nd down, gonna throw it. This time it's complete. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Bush is ahead. Oh, he's got some space. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. The Tar Heels, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Got his man. At the 35, he's open. Finding some room. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. And the Tar Heels are in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Dangerous throw on that one.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
And this defense has got to be jacked up. And they've finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bucs offense ready to begin this drive. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there. He knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion. And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
And the Buffaloes can really attack on this 2nd and short. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that 1st down.
And the Buffaloes getting set on 1st and 10. Making the adjustment. Lewis. Rushes on. Fires left. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And that's just the little nuances of playing quarterback. When to use a little bit of touch, when to rifle it in there. He tries to rifle it in there and just doesn't match up the timing with the wide receiver.
Lewis to throw. Going downfield for the big play. And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful. Trying to throw that ball too far outside. Obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick 6, but he needs to be more accurate.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. He fires one deep down the right side. Fires the pass, intercepted. Trying to take it back. The 30, at the 20. Touchdown, Tar Heels. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Deep in the end zone, it's Perry. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Buffalo's hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
The Buffaloes want to pick up the tempo. On the run, it's Young. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense went to battle up front.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Lewis from the gun on third down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. After 40, there he goes. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there through the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down.
Caught, and he's going to move. He's inside the 40. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
Hey, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him, man. And then the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him. He's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. Going to the run, it's Young. Got some room into the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the air. It's Edwards. Throws to the wideout. That one just came off his hand badly. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. They'll need a bunch on second down. Looking to throw. Buying time to his right. Can't hang on after the hit. It'll bring up third down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions or force fourth downs.
And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Throwing, Lewis. He wants to go deep. Brings it down on the right side. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it first and 10 outside the 30. Takes the handoff. It's Young. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Handoff again. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on third and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Third down from the gun, Lewis. Out wide right, it's Atkins. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Timeout now called by the Tar Heels. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right half. He just barely got enough of that one. He just barely kept it straight enough, too. Now up by 7 points here in the second. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Drops back. It's Edwards. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Hauls it in. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. When the defense loses you like that, you have to find a way to make sure the quarterback sees you.
Man, I guess that's waving your arms. Hey, I'm open. I never really understood that because I never feel like you're running as fast, but he got by the defense. Quarterback gets outside the pocket, makes the big completion down.
Snags it, and there's running room. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. The Tar Heels come to the line in the hurry-up. North Carolina will call its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Fresh setter down's going to the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Second and long here. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Left side is Thurman. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Sets his feet. It's Edwards. Firing to the right, complete. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, UNC!
Well, that was a huge touchdown late here in the first half for their confidence offensively. They want to be able to keep this thing close, obviously, or take the lead going into the second half. So if they get the extra point here, you tie it up. But you've also got the option here to be aggressive and try and take the lead with a 2-point conversion. We'll see what they do.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin with the UConn Huskies taking on the number 13 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions. And it's the Huskies able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. That gets their record to 3-0 on the season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. second half always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Here's Lewis to throw. Right side, it's Young. And the Buffaloes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quarterback changing the play. Lewis wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
And the Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air again, Lewis. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And he's brought down after a short gain. The Buffaloes moving quickly to the line. They'll run him again. He's past the mark. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Get. Freeze. Move. Chip. Let it go.
Lewis. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Atkins. He'll be dropped. 3rd and long coming up. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Looking left. It's caught downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Hey, move. Return. Level. Freeze. Where did he go?
Throwing. Lewis. Still looking. Touchdown, Bucks! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Bringing it out. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. North Carolina has it back in the Tar Heels, so pleased to send the offense back out. Now they'll try to answer that opening scoring drive here in the second half. working the ground game. Breaks into the open. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Right back to the well. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking downfield, it's Edwards. Extending the play. Out wide left, it's Chip.
Man, this guy is so dangerous running it, and the speed can also help him extend the play to hurt you throwing it, David. As a defense, what do you got to do to keep this guy in the pocket?
Well, the hard part is once he gets outside the pocket, you have to play the second play. The first play, everybody had a route to run, but the second play, it's the scramble drill, and receivers going to break and cut and do something different. So it's so annoying. It's frustrating to have a guy like this that can get outside the pocket and do so much damage.
What a weapon to have a quarterback that can run like that. They finally got him out of bounds. And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Still looking to his right. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, North Carolina! And they take it in for 6 more points. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. He's changing the play. Here's Lewis to throw. Fires to the wideout. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Great job on the back end in coverage. DB staying in the hip pocket of the target and was able to swat that ball away.
This has been a tight one. 3rd quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Lewis to throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Takes the handoff. It's Young. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. And the Buffaloes will line up to punt it away. He makes the catch at the 10. He's got great speed. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stops. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. The give to the lone running back. Got the first down. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The Tar Heels just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll ride the hot hand. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. try it over the left side. Fighting off the defender. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Dropping back, it's Edwards. Under pressure. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. After the miss, here in the fourth quarter, still deadlocked.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make great, and listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but
They've got a first down here. One start has been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. He's got the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
And when your offensive line can plow holes like that and you can get over 10 yards a carry, like, we don't need to complicate this. Like, this is a very simple form. Be more physical. Hand the football off. That's a great job in back-to-back plays for this offense.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Takes the handoff, it's Young. Hit and stopped right there, not much on that pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Back's got it on the screen. Runs for the tackle. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Lewis. Rush right in his face. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Good awareness by the defense. In this situation on the field, you know there's coordinators that like to try to take shots deep down the field and catch you napping, but the defense was ready for that one.
They'd love to make this kick easier by picking up a few on 3rd down. It's 56 yards out from here. Lewis wants to pass. Oh, pressure's coming. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
Yeah, and the defensive lineman, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. drive with a pass. Quickly complete.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Quick give. Powers through the defender. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Fresh center downs going to the air. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's complete to the right. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. Second down, gonna throw it. Moves to his right. Got out of trouble and throws. Got a man, it's Washington. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding a hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it?
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him, working away. Nice job being on the same page, getting the first down.
And the Tar Heels with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the single back. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
To the air, it's Edwards. Got a wide open receiver. He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown, Tar Heels. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And man, oh man, I don't know how you leave that guy open for the touchdown. Like some kind of miscommunication on the defense. He has had a big day. He's a go-to guy. Palmer, I don't know what you saw with your quarterback eyes, but it looked like a bust by the defense.
Yeah, and that's inexcusable by this defense because this guy's already burned you in this game. He's lighting you up. If there's anybody that you got to be aware of, if there's one player that you have to know where he's lined up every single play, it's him. So for the defense to allow him to be that wide open on that play at this point of the game, no bueno on me.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be second and 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. Throwing. Lewis. Turns it upfield. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. From the gun on third down, Lewis. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the fourth, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. Fourth down, Lewis. He'll pull it down. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off. They kept that drive alive, but still ground to cover here on first down.
And man, the fans were holding their breath. One possession game, a chance to continue to stay alive, and they just get it. How about the awareness? Nice job knowing where the first down marker is, and the QB taking off on the big fourth down and giving these fans some more life and some more hope.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air. But a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45.
Let it go.
Threat of it on the RPO. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. You know, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and of being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. It's Lewis again. Just a short pass to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The give on 4th down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Timeout called by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock.
All right, well, we've seen this already on this drive before. Second time now, they go for it on 4th down, and they're able to get it running the football.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
Hey, take it.
Making the adjustment on the play.
Freeze. Ready, go.
Here's Lewis to throw. They're all over him. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Defense ends this game in style, coming up with a turnover, and now they can just kneel it out. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Changing the routes with his receiver. Looking to throw, it's Harrington. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time. They were in zone. They fooled him. It just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target.
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football, and then
It's a fumble on the play. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. Fake to the back, wants to throw it.
There we go, defense. That's the play you needed to have. All night long, you've been giving up big ones to this offense. That's why you're in the position you're in right now, down by multiple possessions. But finally, they come away with their first sack.
Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. The Jaguars decide to punt it away. Bring it out, they got stuck in reverse. Hailed the punt, can bail them out.